Okay, I will call the special meeting for Monday, July 11th, 2022. 30. First time be citizens' comments.
Don't have any. All the way around there. You've got the trailer park directly across the street. They're putting in single family homes on smaller lots all around, and condensed neighborhoods tend to attract more crime. So there's also crime issues that we're concerned about. And there's also minimal transportation services even available to that area. So any folks that do reside there are going to have to rely upon their own transportation. There's the T doesn't go there. The city of Everman doesn't have a bus route that goes there by any means. So the only transportation that would be available would have to be available through the city of Fort Worth. And there's not one available there right now. So those are all the concerns that I plan on highlighting to the zoning commission when I go. I did speak to the staff member with the city of Fort Worth regarding the application on this. He said that the staff is actually recommending denial of this application as well. So it doesn't look like it's going to get approved. Of course, zoning can always make their own decision, whether staff recommends denial or approval. They can decide how they want. So I still think it's to our benefit to protest this if council agrees. But they are basing their denial off the fact that the city of Fort Worth adopted future land use map shows single family in this area, not manufactured housing, and that there's already significant manufactured housing surrounding this area and they don't want to over inundate it. So that's the presentation I plan on presenting. And then we'll just ask council to adopt the resolution so we can have the official stance of the city, and I'll present that to them as well.
When are they projected to start either project, with the one if this is approved and the one that's already approved?
So the original projection was they were supposed to start the already approved manufactured housing in 2021. For whatever reason, they have not. This is supposedly phase 2 of that. And so I don't know if that's part of the city of Fort Worth's argument, is that you haven't even started phase 1 and you're already requesting phase 2. I will try to get an update on the timeline for phase 1, but they did not provide a timeline for phase 2 on when they would like to get started yet. And I have not seen the site plan yet either. I would imagine the contractor requesting the zoning change is probably going to present that to the zoning commission on the hearing on Wednesday.
So there's a different zone for regular housing versus manufactured.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, they're requesting their future land use plan. It's currently zoned agriculture. Their future land use plan says the city of Fort Worth wants to do single family there. This request is requesting them to change that to manufactured housing for whatever reason.
In a floodplain.
In a floodplain, where the creek goes right through the middle of the property.
Yeah.
Almost the entire piece of property is in the floodway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I've been asked to, some of the residents back in ours
Mhm.
want to know if they could even do a petition to even try to get that stopped. I said, I don't know, I'd have to ask.
They cannot do a petition to the city of Fort Worth as they are not Fort Worth residents.
Okay.
However, there is nothing that prohibits them from submitting letters of opposition. So they can most certainly sign a petition and submit either a single petition with several signatures, or if they would like to individually email their opposition letter to that email address, those opposition letters are provided to the zoning commission before the hearing. So they'll get a list of everybody that's in opposition here. The benefit, I think, from doing it this way is that you represent the citizens as a whole. So when I go to the zoning commission, I plan on telling them that the city council, the city of Everman, is in complete opposition to this, and they represent all 7,000 citizens of the city of Everman. So I think we're achieving the same thing by doing it this way and
Okay.
adopting a resolution. But the more the merrier. I don't think it hurts for them to submit a letter as well if they'd like.
Okay. But what about, okay, since they will have a hearing, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what about far as residents going down before them to speak?
It's an open public hearing, so yes, they can appear. The zoning commission rules, one thing to keep in mind, their meeting rules, they have a lot of hearings. So the contractor, the applicant is allowed, I believe, 3 minutes to give their presentation on why they want the zoning change. Opposition is allowed a total of 7 minutes. So if there's 100 speakers there, that 7 minutes is distributed up between 100 speakers. So not everybody will get to speak. And I believe they go in order of registration, which is why I registered as quickly as I could, because I wanted to make sure that I had the opportunity to speak here. They can certainly show up and voice their opinion if the timing permits and the zoning commission will let them. But just to keep in mind, there's only 7 minutes allowed.
Is there a way to send an email in protest?
Yes, and that's on the actual notice that we posted down at the very bottom. It says zone. You can email it to zoning land use, I think, zoning
Yes.
land use at
Okay.
Fort Worth. Yep.
Okay, so everybody needs to email because you're not gonna get your letters there fast enough.
It's in our best interest for Craig to have as much time in front of them as he can get.
That's why they
If he
email.
has all 7 minutes,
Yeah.
then he's got a presentation and everything for them, then it'd be to our benefit that he gets as much of that time as he can.
So they could send emails.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yes.
So
So that way
I
they-
have heard a few that were gonna show up, so I don't know.
That's okay. More the merrier.
Mhm.
and maybe they can show up in support, but allow Craig to do the talking on their behalf. That
Yeah.
would. that
So if
would probably-
anybody else shows up, is that gonna take away from your time?
Only if they go before me, but I think I'm the first one registered on this case.
Oh, okay, okay. So you take up all 7 minutes.
Hopefully I won't have to talk. to them.
Yeah.
Well, I was
So
hoping
then-
they wasn't gonna start splitting it up by the number of people showing up, so.
Right.
So
And I have
when will
not
they-
talked to District 8, which is we have not talked to Councilman Nettles about this specific case. And we have not talked to the District 8 representative for zoning on this. But I can tell you in previous meetings with Mr. Nettles that he was, he took a stance on how we needed commercial in this area. There wasn't enough commercial. There
Yes.
wasn't enough resources for the citizens. So I don't want to tell you what his official stance is, but I believe based off my conversations with him that this doesn't jive with what the vision in District 8 is right now down here on this side,
Mhm.
is
Good.
what I believe.
Good.
But we are gonna reach back out to him after the dust settles on this and have another meeting with it.
Good.
When will they decide? Whether.
They'll decide on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they're going to hear both sides. After I speak, applicant will get I think it's an additional 2 or 3 minutes for rebuttal. And then the commission will vote right then and there on whether to approve this, grant a continuance, or deny the request. It will be live streamed. I can send out the link if you'd like to the live stream if you want to watch it. You can also watch it after the fact if you'd like to watch that as well. And I think it's like the 9th case on the docket that day, so it's pretty far down.
The way this map looks, it has Southway Drive on the opposite side. Now, that's behind the water tower, correct?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
Okay, so let's drop down to item B. Approve resolution 2022-07-01, a resolution of the city council of the city of Everman, Texas, protesting the city of Fort Worth, Texas, proposed zoning change, authorizing city manager to protest the aforementioned zoning change, authorizing the city manager to execute any and all necessary documents relating to said zoning change, providing for findings of fact, repealer, severability and effective date, proper notice and meeting. I'll entertain a motion.
I move we approve resolution 2022-07-01 as read.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Do we have any further discussion? Hold the council.
Phase one,
Aye.
phase three,
Aye.
phase four,
Aye.
phase five.
Aye.
Mayor,
Aye.
motion carries.
Go get them.
That being said, we are adjourned. The time is 11:42.